Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? I'm doing pretty well today. I'm looking outside my window. The Hurricane Hannah, that was a hurricane for like a minute, came in, and we thought we were going to get some rain right here outside of San Antonio, but it turned so south. It went just a little bit below Corpus Christi, and we barely got any rain from it at all. We got a little couple of showers, and that was it. We were really hoping for a really good drenching, but it didn't come this way. Went to Mexico, I think, mostly, and very South Texas. But anyway, at least it wasn't a damaging hurricane. It did a little bit of flooding, but the winds weren't bad or anything. So thank goodness for that. We could have used a little bit more rain, but I appreciate what we did get. We got a little bit. Today is Sunday, July the 26th. Sunday again, you guys. Weeks are going by quick. Excuse me. Something's in the air, of course. We're always having allergies here. I don't know what the deal is. We raked up leaves a couple of days ago, 5 huge lawn and garbage bags full of leaves, 5. We have oak trees, and they just fall. In the summertime, the leaves just fall, fall, fall. In the fall, they don't fall. So, but we have to rake out there in the heat. Anyway, that doing all that makes our allergies kick up. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a blessed Sunday. I hope everybody's staying safe and um, keeping inside. I know we're sick of it and everything, but that's the only way to stay safe right now. Social distancing. I can't wait for this to be over. I do see my grandkids, but I don't like get all over them and in their face like I want to. I don't embrace them and hug them. I want to just grab them and hug them so bad. We saw them on Friday, a couple days ago. Y'all won't believe this. I know I'm going on and on. I am gonna do a little bit of a spiritual reading in just a second. We sold our boat. Y'all remember last year we bought a boat and we took it out last year, and we've taken it out several times this year, and everybody wants a boat right now. They are going like crazy. I mean, crazy. And my husband started thinking about it. We took the boat out on Friday, and we had my daughter's family, four of them, and me and Johnny. That's 6 people. It was so tight in that boat. It's a 7-passenger boat, but even 6 people being in there, with life jackets, floats, and all that, and a couple ice chests, there's no room. There was no room in the boat. It's really tight. And my husband said, we really need a bigger boat. I wanted a pontoon, but he didn't. But now he's thinking maybe a pontoon's better, and we can invite the whole family and have a little room. So he's rethinking that. Well, he said, I'm gonna list the boat on that Facebook, for sale. We listed that boat for double what we paid for it. I'm telling you, double. And we had it sold in 3 hours. I mean, the guy came here. We've had 1,500 people ask for that boat. 1,500 people. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. It's such a pretty boat, though. It's very pretty. It's a Sea Ray, and it's red, and it's really, really pretty, and it's clean. It's so well maintained. And a young man and his girlfriend came to our house yesterday. He's really young. He's probably in his 20s, and they just loved the boat. They loved it, and he didn't even ask my husband to go down a dime. An older man would have negotiated, but this guy just said, "I'll take it." So he left a deposit, and he's supposed to come pay for it on Monday. So we sold our boat. It's crazy, right? Now we have nothing to do at all. We can't even go out on the boat. Anyway, so I thought that was funny, but still it's good because next year when this COVID's over and everybody can socialize again, boats are going to go back down to their regular price. And then we're going to buy a pontoon because my husband figured everybody's buying a boat this year. Next year, people are going to be over it and they're going to sell it. So we'll sell it when you can, right? Okay. First thing I want to talk about is President Reagan. I did a reading with him a while back, but I'm not really doing a reading. I'm just talking to my guides about it. I saw on Twitter that the Reagan Foundation asked Trump campaign to stop using Reagan's name. They don't want him associated with Trump. That's how bad Trump is getting. So, any of you think that Trump's going to be reelected, you should think about all these things happening. There's so many Republicans that are against Trump now. Even though we don't see the Senate coming out, they're still scared of him. I don't know why, but they're still afraid to speak up against him. The first thing that I'm seeing, the Spirit is showing me, is it looks like a ship. Does Reagan have a ship named after him? That's what I'm seeing, like the USS Reagan ship. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. But this is funny what I'm seeing. I'm seeing Trump. Trump, like, you ever seen that cartoon? Trump looks like a big old baby in a diaper. Well, I'm seeing Trump. He looks like that, and I see the USS Reagan. It's like a toy ship to him. He's like playing with it in the water. You know what I mean? Like he's just using Reagan as something for his own pleasure. You know what I mean? Just toying with him. He doesn't have any, respect or need or want to use Reagan in any other way that it's just going to benefit him. I think that's what this means. It's for his own pleasure. You know what I mean? It's not for the people. It's not for the GOP or nothing. He's just using Ronald Reagan's name, to get ahead. He's just toying with it. I think that's what this means. He's just toying with the Reagan name, and they don't like it. They want it to stop. Okay, so that's what I'm being shown. That's really weird, but that's what I'm being shown. Do y'all know if is there a ship named after Reagan? I don't even know. Okay, and then John Lewis funeral was today, at least part of it, where he's going across the bridge in Selma. Did y'all see that? I think that was today. Earlier today, his casket was drawn in a horse-drawn carriage with, of course, the flag draped over his casket, and it went across the bridge. It was really beautiful to see that. Very peaceful, very beautiful, very fitting. And he'll lie in state in Selma, I think, and then he'll move on to the next part of the funeral. They said it's a 6-day funeral. It's a long funeral, but God bless him. May he rest in peace. That was a really beautiful, moving thing to see today. Next person, Regis Philbin passed away. How sad is that? He was 88 years old, so he was up there in his years. But gosh, that's such a, it's a hit. It hurts your heart. You've seen him on TV for all these years. Everybody knows who he is. I didn't really watch him when he was with, what was it? The First Lady. I can't even think of her name. It's Kathy Lee, right? When he was with Kathy Lee, I only saw him like off and on because I didn't really watch that channel, but I saw him off and on a little bit here or there, maybe when I was changing the channel. But I did watch him when he was with Kelly. I like her. She's funny and cute. And I used to watch them a little bit. And he's, he was a very kind-hearted man, very good-hearted person. What they're showing me is that even after he retired, he just kept taking things on. He kept, you know what I mean? He kept taking on different things. He kept on taking on more responsibilities, more loads. He kept on doing things. It's like, nothing slowed him down for too long. Put it that way. He just wasn't going to retire and sit back and just say, these are my golden years. No, he just was going on and on. That's what they're showing me. He just kept going. He kept trucking, taking on, and not just taking on responsibilities, but emotional things. He took on other people's emotional energy. You know what I mean? It's like he really cared about other people and what other people were going through and things that are happened to them. It really weighed heavily on him. Put it that way. It weighed heavy on him. And I'm sure what, we're going through today was weighing heavy on him too. There's a lot of people that this pandemic is affecting. If you really sit down and think about what we're going through, it will just make you bawl your eyes out. What all this country is going through. you can't even think about it too deeply. It will crush your soul. It really will. So things affected him very, very deeply. That's why he had so much heart trouble. He had a bypass surgery years ago too, and he died of a heart attack. So he had a lot of heart problems, and he just took on a lot of emotional things from other people. He cared deeply about other people, and he tried to stay fit. They're showing me that he would ride a bicycle. Who can, that's pretty amazing. You're 88 years old and riding a bike, but they're showing me he tried, to stay fit, and he thought he was fit. He thought he was doing well. He exercised regularly and took care of himself, but his heart was just done. It was just done. And his birthday was next month. It's August 25th was his birthday. So prayers to his family. God bless him. He is going to be deeply missed. Yes. Okay. The next thing that I'm going to ask Spirit about is I'm asking about the schools. Are the schools going to open this fall? And what I'm being shown is things are going to be split up. I see. You ever seen? I'm sure you have it in your house. On the outside, there's a water faucet, and you want to put in two hoses, and you get one of those divider things. I don't know what they're called. Some kind of splitter where you put it on your faucet, and you can use two different hoses. So you can go to each side of the house if you want to water in two different directions. If you don't have a water sprinkler system, you know. So I feel like the students are going to be split up. So some kids are going to go this way, some kids are going to go that way. So some kids will go to school, but they'll be split up in school. So even when they go to school, they're going to be split up. And of course, the divide also means that there's some people that are going to be learning online. Some kids will homeschool. They're going to withdraw them from school and just homeschool them. A lot of the mothers are like, we ain't playing that, especially with smaller kids. You can't, what can you do? A smaller kid, how are they going to keep their face mask on all day? It's not going to happen. Come on. It's not going to happen. You know how kids are. They're going to put their hand up under their face mask and rub their nose. Come on. You think they're not going to do that? That's what's going to happen. So I feel like, yes, schools will partially open, but it's not going to be like it was. It's not going to be not even close to the way it was. Not even close. Okay. And a lot of students will withdraw and go homeschool. They will. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, well, people have to go back to work. They have to go back to work. And oh my gosh, that's another thing I'm going to look at in a minute, the economy, because, the Senate didn't pass another aid package for people that are unemployed. They just went, oh, we're leaving now. We don't care if it didn't pass or nothing. They've been getting the extra $600. They're okay. They got money. They're so worried. I mean, these people are rich. These senators are filthy rich. And given some families, $600 extra a week is a big deal. I would like to see them live on the meager salary of the people that they're trying to help. They couldn't do it. It's so annoying. Also, you guys know there's unrest in Russia. There's demonstrations going on in Russia right now. It's like Trump and Putin are on the same wavelength. And the things that Putin are doing are a lot of the things that Trump has done, vice versa. I think Putin is teaching Trump just how to be a dictator, Putin charged this popular governor, with murder. It's a 15-year-old murder. I don't know all the ends and details of it, but it's a 15-year-old murder, and arrested him, took him out, and replaced him with a governor of his own choosing. So I'm sure he has some reason for all that, taking that guy out. He must have a plan for that region. And people are demonstrating in the street. They're going crazy because they really like this governor, and that could be the problem. Because if the public likes somebody a whole lot, it threatens Putin. You know, it threatens him. So that could be it. He just felt threatened by that guy, and he had to get him down. So let's take a look. I'm gonna do a little bit of a reading here and look at the cards. What's happening in Russia? What's going to happen with this governor? You know, what's going to happen with this governor and the people that are protesting, the demonstrators? It's, you know, kind of scary to be demonstrating in Russia. You never know what's going to happen. They probably won't use rubber bullets. You know, did y'all see some of the people in Portland? They got shot with those rubber bullets. I saw it on Twitter. The guy went to the hospital. They showed it. Oh my gosh, those rubber bullets do horrible damage. He had a big old hole in his back. I mean, bad. It was awful. It was a deep, horrible hole in his back. I know that a bullet goes deeper in and can, you know, but this was a big hole. It was bad. It looked painful. Ooh, it was bad. I'm sure he had many, many stitches. It was a huge hole. I cannot believe people are doing that. But also there are some demonstrators that are coming over there that are doing things that, you know, lighting fires and trying to hurt the police officers and everything that are trying to protect that building. They're stupid. They're just causing mayhem, you know, for nothing, for no reason. You can demonstrate peacefully, but these people really aren't. There's just a few culprits that are trying to cause a big problem, you know, and they are. But let's take a look at Russia and the protests in Russia. Let's take a look at that. What can I tell everybody about that? What's going on in Russia? What's going on with Russia and that governor? What can I tell everybody about what's going on in Russia? What has Putin got up his sleeve? I think that's it. Anybody that is popular and well-liked, Putin will get rid of them. That's how these dictators work. That's what they do. It's sad. It's sad that any country dissolves to that level. I saw a man that was a black man that was very pro-Trump, and he had a storefront. He was had signs out pro-Trump and selling Trump memorabilia and all that. They shot and killed him. Isn't that awful? They shot and killed him. All right, let's take a look here. Well, it's going to turn out okay there, y'all. So that's good. The first card that I have is Four of Pentacles. You know, this is just Putin trying to hold on to power. That's all it is. That's all it's about. He's trying to hold on to power. And he's jealous. He's jealous of this guy. He was a very likable governor, and it just makes him nervous, you know. He just has to get rid of it. So that is what's going on. But it's going to be okay, because here we have the angel of peace looking over the situation. So I don't know, the situation with the demonstrators and everything, it will be a peaceful demonstration. So hopefully those people in Russia know what could happen to them, unlike our protesters that think we have rights and we can't be arrested for protesting, and so we do, but people are getting arrested. But they know they'll get arrested. They know what will happen. So and they have the angel of peace looking over them. So that's good. And you know, it looks like it's going to turn out okay for them. I have the 10 of Cups. There's a lot of emotional, you know, feeling in this. So emotions are really, really high right now. And what people they really want to be able to just live freely and happily and make their own choices. You know, that's what's going on. They want to be able to make their own choices. They're tired of a dictatorship, which is good. It's good. That means they're tired of Putin, you know, and that's what this is all about. Getting rid of Putin. They're tired of him. Let me take one more card. One more card. Let me ask. So will the demonstrators, will they be safe? Are they going to be safe? Will the demonstrators be safe? You see that there's thousands and thousands and thousands of people going to Portland to demonstrate. Did y'all see that? There's the mothers, the fathers, there's the vets that are there, the nurses are there. There's all kinds of different organizations. There's even lawyers, attorneys, a group of them that went there to stand against this. The card I pulled is judgment. So the judgment is on Putin. He is being judged by his public now, and it's not favorable. So it looks like he'll be going down. I know he just get reelected? I mean, who knows? The elections, I'm sure you had no choice, but judgment is upon him, y'all. His people are getting tired of it. They really are, and that's why they're demonstrating. They've had enough of it. Okay, what's next? The economy. Let's take a look at the economy. What's going to happen since, people aren't going to get their paychecks anymore? What's going to happen? Are they going to pass? I mean, surely they'll pass something, right? I would think. I know they want to pass something. They don't want people to have too much money. But you know what? When the stock markets closed at a loss on Friday, they closed at a loss. The Dow Jones and NASDAQ, they were both at a loss, I think. And when people aren't getting their money, when they see this, I'm just wondering what's going to happen on Monday. Are they going to have another close? Or the stock market's been so strong. It's been really strong. I think it's being propped up, though. I don't think it's a reflection of our economy. I believe it's being propped up. Yeah, the millionaire and billionaires, they're doing just fine. But us little city folk, not so good, huh? It's a lot tougher. So what can I tell everybody is going to happen with the economy and with this paycheck protection program? Are we going to get some more money? Are we going to get another stimulus? Or is the government going to give us some more money? Are they going to give us a stimulus? Are they going to pass something to help the people? That's what I want to know. Are they going to pass a package to help the people? And the Senate just went home. They walked on it. They're just like, we're done. We're going home. We don't care. They don't care. All right, let's take a look at it. Takes a lot of time when you shuffle and all that. So I feel like I'm taking too much time. It's going to be okay, y'all. Well, this is Nancy Pelosi, and this is really, she has put this forth on McConnell's desk since, I think, May. She's had this on his desk since May. They want this to pass through. This is her. The House has done their job. They've done their job, but the Senate is, I don't know why they're so, they're fine with giving Trump millions of dollars to build a wall, billions of dollars really, but they don't want to help the American people. It's so sad. It is so, so sad. And the next card is King of Cups. The Senate is neglecting the people, and shit is going to hit the fan, so to speak. People are going to be upset. Things are, all the constituents are going to be crying out to the senators. Everybody is, they're going to see it, feel it, hear it. And, for sure, you guys know what comes around goes around. So they're going to get what they deserve. The Senate's going to get what they deserve for treating the people like this. They really are. And they're going to hear about it, and they're going to know about it. And in due time, they will do something about it. So they may drag their feet like they've been doing, drag their feet a little bit, but they're going to get something passed. This is the 10 of Cups. So this just tells me something will get passed. The people are going to be very happy, very relieved. This could be that they reinstate that $600 because the people are rejoicing. So it's going to turn out just fine. Again, it might take a couple weeks, but on unemployment, how they hold back 2 weeks. So really, this week that you're getting paid for is like 2 weeks ago. So it's always 2 weeks ago. So if they stop it right now, I don't know if it will actually have that effect. I guess it still will, at some point. But they're going to reinstate it. So I don't know if that has a chance to catch up or what. But people are going to be pleased and happy because, they're going to let their feelings be known. And when they're unhappy, they let them know. And when they're happy, they let them know. So they're going to get something passed. It's going to be okay. Don't worry about it, you guys. It'll be good. It'll be fine. Just take a little bit of time for it to go through. So hopefully the Democrats will get that package they want passed through when the Republicans see what's happening with the people. Sometimes they don't like to believe their own eyes and ears, but it's going to be so loud and clear that they will. Okay. Anyway, did you guys see I don't know if it was my last video or the video before that. I have to toot my own horn on this. Do you remember I was telling y'all that I was seeing, the guides were showing me dogs were learning or being trained to sniff out the coronavirus. That's what I was being shown. I got a really cool hit on that. And this morning when I turned on the TV, that's what I saw. I saw that they're training dogs to sniff out the coronavirus like they can be in I guess the airport. I don't remember what it was. I just saw a real quick little clip on it that they're being trained to sniff out the coronavirus from people at the airport and stuff. So it's really cool. It's really, really cool. I was really pumped up to see that. I'm like, oh, I hit on that. I saw that coming. And I was telling my husband, he was like, really? Yes, yes. Okay, so I told you all about we sold our boat. But before we sold our boat, when we have to take that boat out, we leave it in the garage. And it has a top on it. And it's got a wake tower, too. If y'all know what a wake tower is, it's that big old silver tower that you can pull a skier or a tuber. We hadn't pulled any of the kids because we didn't have a tube yet, but we got a tube this year, so we started putting it on. But we have to take it down and put it up. It's a pain in the ass. I mean, a pain in the ass. And it's super heavy, too. It's real heavy. And I got my thumb smashed helping my husband. And I don't know if y'all can see it. I got my finger smashed. This is my ring finger. I could barely get my wedding ring off. I smashed all my fingers. I'm like, oh my gosh, don't quit asking me to help you. I'm the only one there to help my husband. I have to help him, And I'm a girl. I smashed a bunch of fingers. And then when we pulled anchor, he asked me to pull the anchor up when we were leaving after we had the kids out on the boat on Friday. He told me to lift up the anchor. That sucker is heavy. I was reeling it in. He wanted to move because it was choppy out there. It was really windy on Friday and the anchor wasn't holding and we were getting really close to the rocks, and he told me to pull it up real quick. The kids were all on the side. We were away from them. He told them we're going to start the boat and move it away a little bit before it hits the rocks. So he told me to hurry up and pull up the anchor. Really? I mean, it's heavy and you're pulling it through water and you have to hold that rope and go like this and pull it up. And I did. It was a struggle, but I did it. I got it out. It was disgusting. It had mud all over it. And I had to hold it until he moved the boat over, and then I have to drop it back in. And when I dropped it back in, of course, I banged my finger on the side of the boat too. So I busted my knuckle on the side of the boat. It was just, I actually smashed 3 fingers on Friday. I'm like, I can't do anything. I have smashed fingers. But anyway, the older you get, you young people don't know this, but the older you get, the skin on your hands is thinner and everything hurts so much more, A little bang hurts a lot and you get ugly bruises and stuff. So fun getting old, isn't it? So much fun. Anyway. Okay, guys, so I think I'm out of talking. Although y'all see, my hair's not done again. I got lazy again and put it back up. The last video I had my hair down. My hair's curly. Naturally, it's pretty curly. Y'all have seen it curly and you've seen it straight. My husband prefers it straight because all while, when I was younger, my hair's been straight. And as I've gotten older, it's just gotten curly. And he doesn't like it. He likes my hair straight. So when I flatten it and smooth it and straight, he likes it. And I hadn't done it like in 2 months. I hadn't done my hair in 2 months. So when I made that video, I had fixed my hair. And y'all, a couple of y'all commented that my hair looked nice. Thank you. And he was like, "You look so good. You look so pretty. Oh, your hair's so nice." I'm like, this is how my hair used to look all the time, and you never said a thing. Now that I haven't done my hair in a couple of months and I finally do it, yeah, he noticed it, huh? So yeah, I'm just being lazy. It's too hot to have your hair down anyway. So even if I fix it within an hour or two, I have to put it up because it's so hot. It's very hot. It's been in the hundreds here. So anyway, thank y'all for the compliments. I appreciate it. My husband liked it too, but it's gone. I'll start doing it in the winter time maybe. All right, guys, if you'd like to get a reading with me, I can do a Celtic cross reading. I can do a spiritual reading. We could just ask me questions, whatever you want to know. Just send me an email and we'll get together. And, all my readings are done private YouTube video. That's how I send them out. So I just record them and send them out to you and you can watch it. I leave them up. I don't, maybe after a year or 2 years, I might delete them. But it'll be a long time. So you can watch it over and over and over as many times as you need to. Because sometimes you get a reading with somebody and you're like, what did they say? What did she say? I want to know what she said. I forgot. And this way you can just look at it and read it over and, watch it over and over and over. And, but you can submit all the questions that you need to ask beforehand or the concerns that you have, or we can do a Celtic cross reading. We can do a love reading. Or we can do questions and do a spiritual reading, anything you'd like, okay? So just look at my email down below and we'll get together, okay? All right, love you guys. Do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. Bye for now. Y'all take care.